Survival. Okay.
Jasmine, the deodorant!
Here we go. Look at my stuff, man. This is awesome. Alright. Let's go check.
Oh no, I want this living room clean. So you're about to get off because you're about to start cleaning. Jasmine!
Alright.
The fucking deodorant! Yes, the fuck you do!
Oh god. The heck was? You okay, Ma? The heck was that?
I want my house clean. I gotta come home tonight, clean up a bit. Sleep, wake up early. Laundry.
Da, 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 da. My name is Butterman. Alright. Let's make some signs. Well, there's trees down there. Make my way down there. No, it's not over here. Over here. I could just.
Playing with her, son. Jasmine, the fucking deodorant!
There's a slimy here. Okay.
Now!
Then we just get this wood.
Oh no, I told you to go fucking do something. You can stop that shit 1 second and go get it! Thank you. And start picking up. looking for? Dame acá.
2:44. Fight me, son?
Dime, papi.
¿Me tiró la cartera?
¿Qué?
¿La cartera?
No la tengo.
¿Tú no la has usado?
No, pa.
¿Cuándo no fue que la pediste ayer?
Ay, coño.
What are you looking for?
No mames.
Check it. Ask him to check out his pants.
I remember what pants I wore yesterday.
Sweatpants?
Yeah, you're right. What are you doing? Wow, you finally played this after 16 years?
Oh, you talking to him.
Papi, can I watch TV for a little bit, please? You're gonna be here all day.
I know. Just give me a second. Sleep.
Okay, esta nena limpia este fucking cuarto. I mean, la casa. Suppose we really having that inspection no more.
And Naomi asked me if she can use my steam cleaner.
Of course, why not?
Cause we need to use it.
I mean, you
Well,
need
if
to
you
use it.
now, we'll use it tomorrow.
You mean you need to use it, mommy? I need a. Did I have seeds? I didn't have no seeds. This is bullcrap, man.
Gotta get those fire alarms up.
I need to go back down to get seeds.
All they come in to check is the appliances.
Well, we've been asking for a fridge for a long time. Papi, I want to see TV.
Hold on, I wanna fix this stuff. I can do it later.
You got the charger, right?
What charger?
Phone charger?
Yours?
I'm charging my phone.
Must maybe people do the sandwich.
The hell?
It's already on the channel. Think. Yeah, it is. I downloaded the Star Wars game and stuff.
And 3 with that loss.
Yeah, Kendall was telling me about it
Steelers
yesterday.
as the only team in NFL history to lose their first 3 road games this season. They blew a 4-quarter lead in each. And if you did not think the Bengals were legit, teams have lost 427 straight games when trailing by at least 17 points in the fourth quarter. Not so much for Cincinnati yesterday, who overcame just that deficit. I was buying it going in, but I certainly am coming out. I realize the Bengals have to get it done in the postseason, but where are we?
Well, we forget the last postseason that Andy Dalton was missing a lot of weapons. They had a lot of people out. And Geno Atkins on defense was not 100%, still recovering. But you look at this team right now, and I remember Hall of Famer Steve Young, happens to work for us, by the way. He always said he loved having a Pro Bowl tight end, which he had in Brent Jones, even though he had Jerry Rice. And right here with Tyler Eifert in the 2013 draft, the Bengals, like a lot of teams who did their mock drafts before that draft, and Eifert fell to them at the 21 spot in the mock draft, and they were ecstatic. Now, he's been injured the first couple of years, but here he is, and now it's just another weapon for Andy Dalton.
Yeah, when you look at a guy like Tyler Eifert and what he can do between the numbers, just in between the numbers and the hash, and how many times did they hit the Seahawks in that area yesterday, which is really what's the shocking part about that game, because Seattle was built just the way I like to talk about it, inside out.
Yeah.
They have some tough safeties, very good linebackers, and they take pride in defending that area and forcing the ball outside to where Richard can pick it off. And yesterday, because of guys like Tyler Eifert, and because of how they schemed up Seattle, which you have to give a lot of credit to Hugh Jackson, their offensive coordinator, he saw some of the deficiencies in the way that they play defense and how you can cause some confusion. And some of the big plays were because Cam Chancellor and either Richard Sherman or Cam Chancellor was not on the same page with Kerry Williams, and you saw the big play. Here, you're seeing it right here on the screen. It's a miscommunication issue, and that's great coaching combined with great talent. And that's why Cincinnati, for sure, has to be taken seriously.
Andy Dalton is playing at the highest level of his career. And again, it is only October, mid-October. And it'll say a lot more when he's doing that in late December and mid-January. Should he be able to do it then? But the numbers...
Yesterday was big, though.
But the numbers he's putting up are so far superior to anything he's ever done. He's performing at a different level now. And yes, he's got his players back, but it just has a different feel to it. Look, usually, a lot of people, when they have a little obstacle in their way, eventually they push through. This might be the Bengals' time to push through.
Well, it might be. They are 5-0 for the first time since 1988. That year, they did go on to the Super Bowl. The Falcons also won in overtime, as you saw in the snapshot a few minutes ago, but it wasn't without controversy. Late in the fourth quarter, Devontae Freeman and the Falcons trailing by 4 when Freeman appears to score a touchdown on this catch. However,
how come your shirt has buttons but mine doesn't
here
have
is the
buttons?
rule. If a player goes to the ground in the act of catching a pass, he must maintain control of the ball until after his initial contact with the ground, whether in the field of play or the end zone. If he loses control of the ball and the ball touches the ground before he regains control, the pass is incomplete.
Look, this is the rule. It is being called correctly. Your eyes tell you a different thing, however, when you watch it.
Well, no, I am not playing here. Coming to inspect this house tomorrow, that room has to be fucking spotless. Do you hear me? I come home, you won't play PlayStation for a whole fucking month.
And loses it on the way to the ground.
I'm not playing, and I'll take your phone. So you have nothing to do.
Tell you it is not.
At the top
And your
of the
PlayStation will be
he
gone.
clearly establishes himself as a runner. Freeman came really close to that, even closer than Eifert. Now, if he had caught the ball on the 5-yard line and he runs in and all of a sudden he just kind of absolutely the ball pops
So
out
before
of his
you want
hand.
to sit your ass down back on that chair and play PlayStation,
The rule was
bring
correct.
the fucking room. That way you have the rest of the day to relax and play PlayStation.
Sure.
I want it thoroughly fucking clean, boy. Not clean. When I get home, I'm gonna wash the bed sheet and I'll make your bed in the fucking morning. But everything else better be fucking clean. All garbage removed, all dishes in a. Mira, lo quiero limpio and vacuum, cabrón.
Playing in your backyard. That's a touchdown. You broke the plane in the goal line.
That's me.
I mean,
If we just start making the
somehow, some way,
hospitals,
they have to simplify some of this stuff, because some of this, I mean, this right now is getting, I mean, that's just nuts to me.
Well, poetic justice, perhaps. He did find
Back
it.
Yeah.
He did. So he,
All's well that ends.
all's well that ends well, as they say. We're not done. We're nowhere near the end. Here on NFL Insiders, as we continue, we'll have the very latest from Kansas City with our resident doctor as the Chiefs look ahead, at least for the foreseeable future, without Jamal Charles. And we talk about tonight's matchup in San Diego, the Steelers still without their quarterback. Lisa Salters joins us next.
Thank you for calling Dish. This is Jill.
Hi, I'm Joe, and I heard I can lock in my price if I switch to Dish.
Yep, it's just $49.99 every month for 2 years, and you get 190 channels.
So my price won't go up? How do you do that?
How do we do it?
This is how we do
It's the Dish 2-year TV price lock, $49.99 every month for 2 years. You get Netflix or NFL Red Zone from NFL Network included for 1 year.
Yeah, lock me in, Jill.
Call 1-800-DISH-LOCK or visit dish.com.
Counter stole.
It's intelligent enough to warn of danger from virtually anywhere. It's been smashed, dropped, and driven. It's perceptive enough to detect other vehicles on the road. It's been shaken, rattled, and pummeled. It's innovative enough to brake by itself, park itself, and help you steer. It's been in the rain, the cold, and dragged through the mud. Introducing the all-new Mercedes-Benz GLE. It's where brains meet brawn. The precision blades are the same, but shaving never will be. The Fusion Pro Glide, rebuilt with FlexBall technology, makes maximum contact and gets virtually every hair. And just one of the Fusion Pro Glide refills gives Dave here up to a month of comfortable shaves, which is about this many, which is a lot.
Tackle by Chef Shop, and good call by the assistant referee. It's an interesting story with Ukrainian football over the last year or two because of some of the troubles that have been going on with the conflicts involving them, and in Russia, Shakhtar have had to play their games away from the Donbass arena in southeast Ukraine, and a lot of other fans are supporting Shakhtar from Ukraine because they want Ukrainian success in the Champions League. It's a very passionate nation. They would love to end a difficult couple of years in their place in France next year. Themselves a throw in midway inside the Spanish half. They're playing a lot of their Champions League games in Kiev. Confidence in your own ability to try that from Cesc Fabregas. No foul, no nibble by Alexander Kucher. Spain in a hurry. Fabregas with a nice ball to his club teammate Cesar Azpilicueta. Chelsea. Doing well there, Ukraine. This is Taras Stepanenko. Very cheaply, well read by Isco.
It's interesting that the two players going against each other on the near side, Yarmolenko and Cesar Azpilicueta, neither one of them feels comfortable going to their outside. Meaning Azpilicueta is a naturally right-footed player, always looks to cut inside, and Yarmolenko does the same thing, and that he's always looking to cut inside with his left foot.
Of course, wondering why Jose Mourinho is in town. There's many reasons. Possibly the main reason, of course, is because Chelsea face Dynamo Kiev in the Champions League coming up, and Garmash and Yarmolenko and Kravets from Dynamo Kiev all be in opposition. So an opportunity for Jose.
See, and you were looking for something darker.
No, I wouldn't say dark.
Team report tonight. The Steelers and Chargers. Lisa?
Hey, Wendy. Well, Chargers tight end Antonio Gates says his return to the football field this week has been like riding a bike. You got to get the rust off, get back into the physicality of it, he said. But otherwise, he says he feels good. Gates will be making his season debut tonight after serving a 4-game PED suspension. Head coach Mike McCoy says Gates has looked good in practice, but it is his first week back, so he's not sure how many snaps Gates will get. But Philip Rivers predicts it may be difficult to keep Gates off the field. He's going to be cranked up, Rivers said, and if he gets a couple of touches early, it'll be hard to get him out. For the Steelers, Michael Vick will get a chance to show what he can still do after more than just a day of practice. Vick started for the injured Ben Roethlisberger last Thursday on a short week and now has had a full week to get comfortable with the offense and to work on timing with wide receiver Antonio Brown. Brown told me that on Friday he and Vick got together to watch the tape of that last game against the Ravens. Just two guys wanting to get things right, he said, identifying what we could do better. As for their chemistry now, with a game and more practice time under their belt, Brown said, I think we're there. He said we're much more confident and very excited for tonight. Wendy?
Lisa, thank you. As we continue to look at our insider storylines, of course, it was not the ideal situation to make your first start of the season, though it never is when you have an instant injury. But there are things you'll be watching tonight, and Michael Vick, chief among them for you.
Yeah, as Lisa mentioned, this is now, he has more preparation time than he did with that start against the Ravens. The one point of emphasis from the coaching staff was his footwork. He hadn't been in a camp, as we've talked about before, preseason. His footwork just was sloppy, inconsistent, and then that incomplete to Antonio Brown that basically ended the game, it was about footwork. So that's their point of emphasis going into the night, and yes, getting on the same page with Antonio Brown is big.
On the flip side, let's talk a little bit about this Chargers defense, Adam.
Well, the Chargers' run defense so far this season has been vulnerable. You see the Browns gashing in there, the Vikings gashing in there. And so the Steelers will take their turn tonight with Le'Veon Bell to try to control the ball, control the clock. It's the best way to keep Philip Rivers and Keenan Allen off the football field. Particularly when you have a backup quarterback and Michael Vick starting, could be a big night for one Le'Veon Bell.
And Lewis, finally, the storyline you'll watch tonight.
Yeah, Keenan Allen, as Adam just mentioned, I mean, this is the guy in the Chargers passing game, despite the fact that Antonio Gates is coming back tonight. I mean, he's his 33 receptions are almost double the next closest teammate that they have on the roster. And this is just a guy who runs all the routes, the entire route tree, short, intermediate, and deep. And he's done it despite coming out of Cal as being someone who wasn't considered fast enough and had an injury history, so people would kind of knock him down pre-draft. This guy has turned into one of the best wide receivers in the league. The Steelers will have their hands full.
After Monday Night Football, stick around for SportsCenter at Night with Scott Van Pelt. SCP tackles the post-game wrap-up, plus he's got his one big thing, SportsCenter at Night, after the Steelers and Chargers on ESPN.
Yo, why is that? It says I get more cleaning done in 10 minutes before someone comes over than I do in a week.
There's another reason. We didn't put that on there. Back
Like
to
tomorrow,
one
I'm
of
gonna be
yesterday's
rested.
biggest
Clean
stories.
it, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they didn't finish, I'm gonna be up.
Non-contact
I'm
knee injury
solid.
that came against the Bears. The team does
And
fear
on a regular basis, it
torn
would've taken me-
ACL. He's out for the foreseeable future, and that leaves the Kansas City Chiefs
It would've taken me,
scrambling,
like,
Adam, for options.
2 days to get what I'm gonna have to get done
going in
tomorrow
tomorrow.
morning.
They also have the former
So
Saints
eso es
running
venir
back
a
here,
esta
Thomas,
noche,
going in
darme
tomorrow.
esta
Those are two running
pastilla,
backs. I'm sure
go
will
night-night,
be ugly
levantarme,
going to
llevar
work
esta
out
nena
for
a la
the Chiefs.
escuela para venir
But
al
it's not
día
as if
estos
you get
días.
somebody off the street this time of year to step in to replace Jamal
Sin
Charles.
nadie,
But
limpiar y
Bente,
estar
Pierre Thomas, a couple of the names on their list right now. One name not on their list right now, Ray Rice.
Yep, it just doesn't seem to be happening. We turn now to Dr. Mark Addix. And Dr. Addix, let's look at this injury to Jamal Charles. What exactly are we dealing with?
Well, one, we're still waiting on the MRI results, but when Andy Reid says the preliminary reports are an ACL tear, you have an experienced orthopedic surgeon that's examined that knee. That, coupled with the video that showed his knee just buckle slightly, that's absolutely the way all ACLs tear. So, pretty confident that this is an ACL tear. Now, looking at his knee, what you want to look at, this is what he's going to be going through, all right? So he's going to have his ACL reconstructed. What they'll do is they'll take a piece of bone out of his kneecap, a piece of bone out of his shin, and then the strip of patellar tendon. Once they've done that, they drill a hole through the shin bone, through the thigh bone, and they run this new ligament up in there. It makes an ACL. Now, how's he going to do in his recovery? He has a lot of things going for him. One, he's got about 10 months before the season starts. That's plenty of time for him to get ready. 2, he's 28 years old, a little old for a running back, but still a very young person. 3, he weighs 195 pounds. So I also think that a huge factor for him is that he's had an injury on the other side. We know that he can come back from an ACL.
It says in the case of 237-year-old America,
year,
Christopher Columbus, you are not the father.
Dr. Addicts, thank you. The Dallas Cowboys, meanwhile, have lost 3 straight games, all since Brandon Whedon replaced the injured Tony Romo in the starting lineup. Dallas averaging 100 fewer passing yards in those games.
Crack some Kanye joke. Uh-oh. But he should be used to that.
That's a joke.
Saying that you have a beautiful, dark, twisted fantasy. That's what's known as off-message in politics. You can't say something like that. Do you really think that this country's going to let black guy from the south side of Chicago with a funny name to be president of the United States? That is crazy.
He's from the south side of Chicago. Obama has sense of humor. I give him that.
Oh yeah, he's the best. He's the funniest president we've ever had.
If he could run again, I would vote this time around.
He's the coolest president around.
But because he can't run again, I ain't voting shit. Yo, this shirt is low.
The white one feels just like that.
Yeah, but the white one's too see-through.
Yeah. I love the Port Authority, yo. Yo, so we have enough shirts to wear our Mercer's Bergen shirt every day. You know that, right?
Huh?
We have enough shirts to wear one every day.
I think that's why they do. So they don't have to worry about that dress code shit.
$1 million on FanDuel this Sunday. Let's see
Job
how Houston
approved.
go.
You know what I'm saying?
FanDuel.com.
I just don't understand how they let that shirt
$200
walk
bonus.
around like
Love it
that.
or your money
Oh,
back.
okay.
Guaranteed. Enter promo code BIRD.
Nope. She had on the same time she had a crisscross tank top with her shoulders round, and she had another tank top yesterday.
Like I said, to me it doesn't bother me because it doesn't bother me at all. But you can't in the middle. I have my little thing on someone you can't wear that my jersey.
And I was trying to say something about my Puerto Rico jersey because this part of my shoulder was out.
Bro, I had my white people under it like, hey, I was covering everything on my body. You know what I'm saying? Like my body was not touching my shoulders don't touch the product.
How many masturbators you got at that job? You're worried about my shoulders touching the product? You motherfuckers don't wash their hands after they touch their dick in the bathrooms when they pee. That's what you need to be worried about. Y'all men are constant masturbators.
Wait. It's your turn, bro.
It's more than
His long passes, movement off the ball, diagonal runs, diagonal passing, and then the late appearance from Mario Gaspar.
Oh no!
It's not the best tackle in midfield. Taras Stepanenko. Fabregas.
Another one.
It's got to be a penalty, and it is. Kutcher with the challenge, and it's all falling apart for the home side. The yellow card for Kutcher, and on his 100th cap, will he get the chance? Cesc Fabregas to score Spain's second goal for Spain. 24th minute of the match. And the Centurion. This'll do the conference. The power of good if he scores. Would you believe it? Talk about spoiling the
party. Andrei Piatov with the save.
Hesitates, Piatov doesn't move, doesn't bite, top hand, good save, strong paw. Perhaps a comfortable hide for the goalkeeper. A tremendous save nonetheless from Piatov. Once he didn't sell or didn't buy, the hesitation from Fabregas, and it was going to be difficult for Fabregas to find a spot inside the goal. Piatov reacted well.
Gordo, Chachi, Maya, Brian Center.
Unable to get a 15th goal for his country. For now. Second corner for Spain. Spain one up, looking for number 2. Incidentally, we lose the next game, which is likely to be the playoff first leg. This fixture's taking place in November over 2 legs.
Once he hesitates, he loses momentum. Piatov is not going anywhere. He's like, okay, I'll stay right here. I'm just going to react to your shot. Since Fabregas did not have momentum going towards the ball, he can't quite generate the power. There wasn't enough direction on it. Piatov with a strong save, strong top hand. Fabregas frustrated.
Things like that, games can change.
I'm good, I'm gonna have one last night.
The Ukrainian photographer from behind the goal. You get a press box as neutral as possible. He's celebrating right behind the photographer. Another camera. Lights off for the Ukrainians. David De Gea and his near post. Receiving the corner, the attempt from Artem Kravets of Dynamo Kiev.
Once again, Conor Bianca creating issues down the left-hand side. Kravets up the deflection. De Gea reacts well to that near post, makes a save.
Great noise from the home support on the right. De Gea. Then the stop, he doesn't know what it is. And over the bar from Garmash. Some of his teammates are feeling for a little bit of a push on him. He wasn't though, and that was a chance for the home side to level things up.
De Gea doesn't do enough with the first clear, and it's put back into a dangerous area. Doesn't quite know where the ball is. Garmash has a lot to shoot at. Rises above everybody else, but can't quite put it on target. Missed opportunity for Garmash. Maybe a little bit of a push from Spilicueta. Never a penalty, never a foul.
Now Slovakia have taken the lead in Luxembourg. Thought it was only going to be a matter of time before they did. Manakamchik with that goal. So as it stands, Spain on 27, Slovakia on 22, Ukraine on 19. Hungary are hoping for a Spanish win.
Would be my choice here.
All right, Stephen, you got that? And I'm to assume you don't want to sing.
That is correct,
Okay.
and neither does America.
All right, the Saints are off to a 1-4 start, and already, as you might imagine, there is finger pointing. Are coaching changes on the horizon in New Orleans, and just how safe is Sean Payton?
Shoulders don't just carry fans, they carry your fans' passions, hopes, and dreams, and maybe a chance at greatness. Because shoulders were made for greatness, not danger.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more in car insurance.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that playing cards with Kenny Rogers gets old pretty fast?
You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. What? You get it?
I get the gist, yeah.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Ghosts are real. I've seen them all my life.
This Friday, they're imagining things. The haunting begins.
If you're here with me, give me a second.
of horror, Guillermo del Toro, comes his most terrifying film yet. Crimson Peak, rated R.
Now with no monthly payments until 2016, bring home the go-kart handling of the Mini Hardtop. Fit more friends with the Hardtop 4-door. Or the bigger Mini Countryman with available all-wheel drive. Bring home your Mini today at the 0 for 15 Mini sales event with zero hassles and zero holdups. It's all thrills and no monthly payments until 2016.
I take Pharmaceutical DC each morning for my frequent heartburn. Because you can't beat zero heartburn. The sweet taste of it.
Pharmaceutical TC. 1 pill each morning, 24 hours, zero heartburn. Steelers-Chargers at 8:15 tonight on ESPN.
If choosing a warrior you see on TV, I encourage you to ask that warrior if he or she is board certified. I'm attorney Mark Nation. I'm board certified in civil trial law. Board certification is the highest level of evaluation for competency and experience, and only about 1% of the lawyers in Florida are certified in civil trial law. All lawyers are not the same. Call 1-800-NATION-LAW, the Nation Law Firm, to protect and serve.
It isn't what you thought it was. People are scared.
We are going to trust him.
They're going to take care of themselves.
We're not ready. We're doing this now. Gotta keep moving.
I don't take chances anymore.
The Walking Dead. New episodes premiere Sunday nights at 9, only on AMC.
Join us for Tijuana Tuesdays every Tuesday for 2 tacos, chips, and a drink for only $5.49. Visit TijuanaFlats.com for your closest location or to order online.
Insiders continues now with press coverage. This from Rich Cimini on Muhammad Wilkerson. He will have an X-ray today for a rib injury. It was hurt in the Miami game, but head coach Todd Bowles did not hear about it until today. And quarterback Joe Hayden is going through concussion protocol. We'll talk about that in just a minute. He probably will miss that game against Denver. Our first headline, though, we'll go inside the headlines, comes from the Times-Picayune. We go down to New Orleans, where the Saints season already becoming a lost cause, and that, in fact, is the headline. Rumors emerging regarding Sean Payton's future.
Well, it's not rumors so much as the fact that I think after this season, you're going to see multiple teams, including the Miami Dolphins, who are expected to inquire about his availability after this season. Again, he's coaching a team right now. Not a lot to talk about there, but after the season, there are teams already plotting to see if they can figure out a way to get Sean Payton out of New Orleans.
And we've seen coach, quote, trades, even though technically you can't call them coach trades before. Nothing can happen in season. They can't even ask for permission, or they can't give permission. But after the season, if there's kind of a mutual agreement to have dialogue there, then they can work it out. They still have to observe the Rooney Rule, but he has 2 years left on his contract, so this would be a trade of some magnitude if it ever happened. But you really have to wait till after the season to really measure this. But I think somebody's going to make a call.
Well, I'll tell you what. If there's some, this thing actually gets a lot of legs. If they thought that New Orleans Saints played uninspired yesterday, it's going to get a lot worse before it gets any better down there, because yesterday was about as pitiful a performance by that football team as I've seen in a long time. A long time.
Which is never a good time.
That's right.
We continue now. We'll go to St. Louis, the St. Louis Dispatch. The headline, Rams throw away the chance to win. Mort Foles had 1 interception in the first 4 games combined. Then he threw 4 yesterday.
He only had 2 in 2013. And Todd Gurley ran for 159 yards. The Rams ran for 191. But Foles took blame for all 4 interceptions. He did get beat up big time by Clay Matthews and company. At the same time, Greg Zuerlein missed 3 field goals. So there were a lot of different factors in there, but this was not one of Foles' better moments. Needless to say, the defense only gave up 17 points to Aaron Rodgers and company because there was a pick 6 by Quentin Collins.
Finally, the Detroit Free Press. The Lions facing quarterback controversy. That's with a question mark. Nope, just a collapse, it says. And that's what it looked like. Stafford benched in the second half after 3 picks. And the Lions still have to find a way, Lewis, to move forward.
Yeah, and you know what, Wendy? I don't think this is going to get any better for him. Why? Because everything surrounding him right now is absolutely collapsing. And yesterday, he just kind of added on to it. It starts up front. The offensive line has been a problem from day one going back to training camp. They're the only team in the National Football League averaging below 3 yards a carry running the football. They don't even try to run the football. They give up on it quickly. Amir Abdullah is fumbling the football. And Matthew yesterday didn't take care of it. So now it's just compounding, and it's just rolling downhill on them right now. I don't see how they really get the problem fixed because you can't go out and get a bunch of new offensive linemen.
But look, you know what?
Not right now.
It's amazing how good one team can look on one week, as the Lions did, and then look that bad the next week when they play the Arizona Cardinals. In this league, doubt creeps in. They've got a lot of doubt in their minds. They got no confidence. They've lost momentum. They're the only winless team in the league, and all those things just fester and feed off each other.
You bench your quarterback, and you say he'll be back in there. There's a lot of people in Detroit are saying, why don't you bench your play caller, Joe Lombardi, which Caldwell has resisted. Maybe he takes another look at it. But think about this. They have Megatron. They have Calvin Johnson, who's kind of maybe a little bit on the descent. They have one of the most gifted quarterbacks here, and Matthew Stafford in the league. And this team has, okay, they got 11 wins last year, but they don't have a lot to show for it.
But you know what? You know, Matthew Stafford, athletically, certainly one of the more gifted quarterbacks, but the knock on him coming into the league was what was going on up here sometimes, especially when things don't go well.
Sure, he's not a guy who can carry a football team by throwing the football 40, 50 times. He's just not. When they put that kind of pressure on him, combined with the offensive line and the deficiencies they have there, it will go bad before it goes good. They got, look, should they have won the Seattle game? Yeah. But it still doesn't mean that offensively they played better. It's just that yesterday they turned the ball over a lot against a defense that was hungry and ticked off from having lost the week before.
I would challenge both those observations that Matthew doesn't have it up here, because coming out of Georgia,
I'm not.
But when leadership-wise, more when the boat starts to go.
Have you ever listened to the guy when he's been wired? It's pretty good.
No, look, I'm saying this. I'm saying this from an up-here standpoint. I'm not saying he's not a good leader. I'm not saying he's not smart. I'm not saying they couldn't put in a playbook that thick for him. I'm saying this. When people start pressuring him and hitting Matthew upside the head, and they start tightening the vice around him, and it's about this. You can't run the football. You're going to have to throw it and now beat us. And teams are going to send the dogs after him. He's not in that category of the rest of the guys. He's just not.
Well, the Lions, one of 2 teams to average fewer than 50 rushing yards through 5 games since 1950. 94 Saints, speaking of Saints, or the other team. One guy we don't have to talk about that. This one. Not a thing you can say except he just keeps on keeping on. We'll touch on perhaps the most highly anticipated game of the season that's coming up next. And speaking of coming up next, there he is.
Where?
Right there, you.
Oh, me?
Right there. Hey.
Hello, Wendy.
Hello, Trey.
Coming up on NFL Live after the Insiders, Herb will explain the jacket choice. Ron Jaworski will be fully adorned with his microphone, and we believe Tim Hasselbeck will eventually be sitting here. We'll do an Overreaction Monday, and this may be the best Overreaction Monday we've ever done. It's the Herm Edwards Blazer of Overreaction. You like it? I know you like it. We love it. Player!
FanDuel's definitely changed my Sundays. It's made it a lot more interesting.
FanDuel projects it'll pay out $75 million a week on it.
Chelsea in Group G with Dynamo Kiev, the leaders in Porto, Maccabi Tel Aviv. Day 3 sees Chelsea. Wait, Kiev. He scored 5. Bad reverse ball back. I just wondered if the right-hand side was the better option for Spain there. They had 2 bodies compared to 1 on this near side.
You have been the greatest soldier in a war between our world and the next. Something else is awaiting beyond good, beyond evil.
The Witch Queen has returned to destroy us.
Say witch hunter.
Witch hunter.
Witch hunter, rated PG-13, October 23rd.
Hey, what's up, Troy?
Like 4 months old.
Okay, edit. That'll do it.
Excuse me.
Hey, man.
Huge fan, man.
Are you ready for more?
The touchdowns and the wins and...
Yeah, you know, I don't like to dwell on the past, but thank you.
He's gonna take you out in a minute. Relax.
I dwell on the past.
I would too.
I don't blame you.
Okay.
As long as
It's
you
not
and
this
you.
and it's getting annoying.
Thank you for calling Dish. This is Jill.
Hi, I'm Joe, and I heard I can lock in my price if I switch to Dish.
Yep, it's just $49.99 every month for 2 years. And you get 190 channels.
So my price won't go up? How do you do that?
How do we do it?
This is how we do
It's the Dish 2-year TV price lock. $49.99 every month for 2 years. You get Netflix or NFL Red Zone from NFL Network included for 1 year.
Yeah. Lock me in, Jill.
Call 1-800-DISH-LOCK or visit dish.com. This Wednesday, boxing returns to ESPN prime time.
Thank you.
As number 2 division champ Devin the Great Alexander faces the hard-hitting Aaron Martinez. And world champ Lee Selby makes his U.S. debut against former 3-division champ Luckyday. Alexander versus Martinez. Selby versus Martinez. This Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. Live on ESPN. NFL Insiders is presented by FanDuel. Fantasy Football.
Mira, puñeta, este cabrón hija de la gran puta siempre está usando lo mío. Ahora es mi turno usar lo de ella. You drop chili on the floor.
No, talking shit.
Luna, I'll get it. What time is it?
You gotta go.
Alright, in a minute.
Cheetah going in strong, coming up at the half. We're live in the ESPN FC studio. We'll break down the first half action from Kiev. Also look around Europe and find out what's going on elsewhere in the European qualifiers. England are in action today as well. They are in Lithuania, a couple of goals up. If it stays that way, or maybe they add to that, and Thomas and the gang have live coverage at half-time of everything that's going on around Europe. This is the first half highlights from here.
Dan is back.
He is back.
Oh, what a treat.
Hungary will be hoping it stays like this. Give them a great chance of finishing as the best third-place finisher. Automatic qualification. The Euros in France next year from the 10th of June to the 10th of July, and it's live on ESPN. Possession play from Spain here. Just drawing Ukraine in, and then Isco flicks it over the top to the goal scorer Mario Gaspar. Villarreal. Yellow submarine. Six Ukraine. Mikel San Jose.
I don't like the spray.
Tell you what, I wouldn't want you in the front row of a comedy crowd. Hard to impress.
I expect better from you, Mark, to be quite
I
honest.
expect better from myself.
I don't know if the delivery was quite there.
It needs work. Here's Mikel San Jose and Isco. Paco Alcácer had just made the run in behind Alexander Kucher.
That's
Still
me.
an option here.
I'm going to clean up that,
Control that cross comes.
skin
Big
cleaner.
brute Rakitsky gets the free kick.
I mean, I think the intent was good.
From Paco Alcácer or from
No,
that?
from you.
No.
So you can take it,
It was
so
only
you can take it to the woman in the back while you walk in Luna.
Here's
Stop
Kucher.
fucking texting me.
Ooh, little nibble at the ankle there from Thiago Alcántara has just been booked. The referee, decision to make.
And it's an unnecessary foul by Thiago Alcántara. As Conor Priyanka is cutting outside.
Oh, no!
Mario Gaspar was dropping off. Konoplyanka's going nowhere. It's just a little nick, but enough for Konoplyanka to go down. He steps on him. Clearly a foul. Good call by the referee. Late opportunity for Ukraine.
A suspension hanging over the head of Thiago Alcantara. Maybe that could be something in the back of the mind of Vicente Del Bosque. He's playing already on a yellow. This is an opportunity, a better time to get back on level terms than just before half-time. Changes half-time team talk considerably from both camps.
You got to keep it on frame and look for a deflection, a glancing header, a touch.
It's all about the delivery.
No me gusta decirle el que sí a nadie.
David De Gea not fooled by that one from Konoplyanka. Wide by Shevcher, back for Konoplyanka. Well, they've got numbers here. Right. Into the one added minute, a minimum of one added minute at the end of this first half.
He walks the dog, he brings the fucking steam cleaner. And then goes for there, he's breaking the house, and staying out.
Spain leading, a goal to nil. David De Gea with a stunning save. After 50 minutes to deny Ruslan Rotan, the skipper, an 8th international goal. Unmarked. The keeper just this is the last chance in his first half. No point in taking chances if you're Nacho. Switched off a little bit there though. David De Gea to the rescue. Not the best ball from Travex, the striker, who found himself wide right.
It's a good ball by Konoplyanka.
Nice.
Looking for the touch by Yarmolenko or Garmaz. Nobody gets there. De Gea keeps his eye on the ball, clears it.
Says Fabregas. Referee with his whistle to his lips. Blows for half-time. Ukraine 0, Spain 1. Mario Gaspar on his debut for Spain with a goal. But Fabregas, 100th cap, denied by Piatov from the spot. Dan Thomas and the ESPN gang will wrap things up with the first half.
Jasmine's gonna clean it out.
Introducing the biggest of 5 sizes on Verizon's new Simple plan. 18 glorious gigs for $100 a month plus $20 per phone. That's 50% more data for just $20 more. So you can do more of what you love without compromising on a so-so network. Because Verizon is the only network that's #1 in speed, call, data, and reliability. What's better than that? Get up to $400 when you switch. Stop by or visit us online and get the biggest deal on the best
finding a great contract for home repairs and improvement projects. Now there's HomeAdvisor.com, a free service that matches your project to top local service professionals. We didn't have to do anything other than say what we needed.
Once you filled me, I found my guy and everything was smooth.
And it's always free to use.
We've had nothing but fabulous every single time.
Go to HomeAdvisor.com now to get started on your next project.
Are you ready for knuckleball?
Are you gonna walk your friend out?
This is the ultimate contact sport that's hitting America. Just a shoulder strips, around the handles, and go. Knuckleball's throwing the most fun you'll ever have without getting hurt. Knuckleball! Knuckle flinch! Knock us off!
It's the most fun I've ever had in my life.
Rent them. Start your own knuckleball business now. Get them in the ball and get them in the hottest growing sport in the country. Special pricing for churches, camps, and universities. But you've got to go to knuckleball.com or call 800-583-7250. Call now.
The Honda for You sales event is happening now, and you could get a great deal in a 2015
Oh my
Honda
God, I'm loving it right
The
now.
Accord is the best-selling midsize car in America, which makes sense because it's
This
also
is my
the best
bag?
value.
Yeah.
And the Accord is loaded with standard features.
Yeah,
So hurry into your Honda dealer today, and you can get a great deal in a 2015 Accord during the Honda for You sales event.
$1 sale at Mattress One. Buy an 8-inch Certigel
Did
memory
you take
foam
the garbage
mattress
out of
for
the garbage can?
$4.99 or a Beauty Sleep mattress for $5.99. Then get the box
Yeah,
spring for
but
just
yeah.
$1. Get the bed frame
Pero
for
yo,
just $1.
para bañar.
Pillow just $1. Mattress pad
Pero
just
que también no te
$1.
vaya a
Get
llenar. Yo voy a estar en mi
0%
casa donde yo
interest-free
estoy.
financing for 3 years, plus 100 days same as cash and free delivery. Discover a better night's sleep now at Mattress One, the largest selection of brand name mattresses at the lowest prices. Visit mattressone.com to find a store near you.
1-0 to Spain then in what has been a frantic first half in the Ukraine. I'm joined by Craig Burley and Paul Mariner to take a look at what else has been going on across Europe over the last couple of hours. Some early kickoffs in Group G. So let's start off with Russia against Montenegro. Russia coming into this clash.
Who are you talking to?
Would see them
Get your ass down here and watch your brother now.
Championships next year. 33 minutes on the clock, and they break the deadlocks.
Well, it was very, very nice movement.
Yeah, you gotta watch
The
it.
movement inside
Watch
the
it,
ball
go
was
over and bring it in front of
fantastic.
your face.
That was a very, very clever finish.
It's a run that Griezmann had made down 3 or 4 times in the game, and eventually
No, you say, and I
paid
get it.
dividends. And then
He improved
there was
math.
a challenge on the opposite fullback, Kambarov and Rodic. No need to make the challenge. Penalty kick.
Nice.
And Alexander Kokorin, who was very good for Russia, puts it in, and it was absolute cruise control.
Lock the fucking door.
Russia then taking all 3 points. They will be in France next year. Sweden, meanwhile, will have to go the scenic route. They're taking on Moldova. That result in Russia means that Sweden winning this game means that they will have to, 24 minutes into this one, Zlatan.
Well, we've seen it many, many times before. Very, very cool, calm, collected. Took it down, weighed his options up with the goalkeeper, and just went around him so easily.
Early on, the goalkeeper has a little wander in this one. What a finish that is, though, from Zengen.
Erkan Zengen, 2-0. Great finish. The trouble is, this was completely out of Sweden's hands, what was going on in Russia. They took care of their business, Dan. But it was all too late for the Swedes in terms of automatic qualification.
Exactly right, the damage had been done earlier. So let's just take a look. Austria, brilliant throughout this group. Top the group. Just remind what happens in these standings. The top 2 automatically qualify. The 3rd place team will then go into the playoff process. That's exactly where Sweden are heading. You look at the maths, there is 1 space available for the best 3rd place finishing side. Sweden won't get that. Taking a look at how the other groups have panned out. Sweden having to go through the playoffs. Of course, it'd be great to see Zlatan there. I think you're big players, don't you, in these tournaments. For Russia, are you excited about their prospects next year?
Russia have got some good players, and it's a big tournament for Russia in terms of the Euros are 2 years before, obviously, the World Cup, which are in Russia. They're hosting that tournament. They want to have that momentum. And as for Ibrahimovic in Sweden, well, they didn't go through the playoffs for the World Cup in Brazil when Portugal put them out, so they have some bad memories of playoffs.
Coming up after the break, we'll be taking a look at our feature game today. Spain 1-0 up against the Ukraine. Spain, of course, already through to the finals next year. Ukraine needing results to go their way, and they're certainly not so far.
People think if they don't check their credit score, they don't have one. But they do. Your score still needs someone to take care of it. It needs your help.
Like, I'm so direção. Não pode ler no Facebook dele.